Hey, what's up YouTube? Mario here from Little Ladies up against Nucking, Futz, and Destino in G2 Siege. I know it's been a while, but let's jump into it. For the first attack, we're going to hit this Harmonious, Skogul, and Vigor. We're coming into it with Dozer, Immensity, and Copper. I did have plus win on my Dozer, and I also have plus win on my Copper. I'm pretty sure that he's going to go through the Vigor no matter what. The only thing is that we have to make sure that we don't get outsped, so I did put my Tiana set on my Immensity. Still a chance to get outsped because it's not that fast. We're going to boost up the Copper here. We're going to go for the Vigor first. Okay, nice. And then we're going to go for the Skogul. Hopefully it doesn't proc. Didn't proc. Nice. And we should be able to finish him off here. Okay, we barely finish him off. I need to get a little bit more damage on my Dozer. Then we skip to killing the Harmonia, and that's it for the first one. Next up, we're going to hit this Harmonia, Vigor, and Jubel. I sped this one up just because it was quite a headache. I came into it with Camilla, Lucia, and Loren. I'm still not too familiar with this team. I'm getting a little bit used to it with the kinky version. And honestly, I was pretty stressed out this day, so I wasn't really focusing that well on my attacks and what I was doing. So as you can see, I try to keep that Jubel slept. The thing is that if you hit him and you don't crit, you're going to be giving him some attack bar. Also, to make matters worse, the enemy team was proccing quite often, so the Harmonia would have that immunity up just about all the damn time. I should have had the Roid slept and then just focused the Harmonia. I kept switching targets. Again, not the best day to be doing siege. What I should have done is made sure that the Jubel was sleeping, try to freeze the Vigor, and then go for the Harmonia, get rid of her first, especially since she's proccing. The only thing is I could not land anything on her. She's resisting everything. My Loren has decently high accuracy, but my Lucia does not have anything for accuracy. I honestly just need to give my Lucia her own set. I've just been using my Fran set on her and it's worked for the most part. But as you can see here, I just kept switching targets. Really didn't know how to focus. Immunity's up. Really hard to do anything when immunity's up. We lose a Loren and we had to take the L. GG's. Make sure to share your replays. It always helps out your guildies. Now for this next one, we're coming back into it, but this time we're coming into it with a double snipe team. Honestly, this is way more my style. I can't do that Camilla, Loren, Lucia thing. Still gotta get used to it, but this is just more my style. We're gonna go for the Vigor first, and we should be able to kill him, no problem. Now right here, again, I was still not really in the best mindset, but I thought going for the Harmonia would be the better option, just in case I missed the crit on the Jubel. The Jubel goes for the Covenant. We do stun him up, and hopefully we can get him before he procs like crazy. We are going to be giving him attack bar though, unfortunately. So can we land a attack break? Yes, we do. It's going to help us out a little bit, not too much, especially if he procs. We do have the skill 3, but we're going to save it. We're going to boost up here. Hopefully we can cut. We lose the Covenant, but can we ignore defense? Yes, we do, and we secure the win. Now for this next one, we're going to hit this Clara Savannah. I decided to bring in Jeanne, Leo, and Helena. Now the thing is here, whenever I bring in Helena, I always lose. It's also like the Camilla, Loren, and Lucia. I don't really know how to use her. Like honestly, if I would have came into it with a Bellinus instead of Helena, I think I would have won this one. Just because I know how to use Bellinus. But for some reason, I just don't know how to use Helena to her full potential, I guess. And we lose the Leo. Also a matter of procs. Oh, also, this is one of my viewers' defenses. Shout out to you, Pest. This was your defense, and it almost made me tilt. So I transform into the human form and use skill 2 here to do some damage. We get the attack bar, swap forms, and honestly, can we land the stun at this point? That's all we can do. We land the stun. Now they're going for the Jeanne. The procs here are not helping out at all. The Jeanne's gonna go down. He procs, killing the Helena. So I think it was just a matter of procs for this one. Not too sure. So I decided to hit this one again. This time I'm coming into it with Gallia, Tiana, and Zyros. Now the thing is, one of my guildies told me that I can outspeed it, so I decided to trust her on that one, and we'll see how that goes. I think having a double Will, Leo, and having Jeanne on Will could have helped on the last one. Now for this one, we actually get outsped. I'm guessing that the Clara derped and my guildie didn't notice. That could have cost me this one. I probably would have fully tilted after that. Now we go for the skill 3 here. Can we get a reset? We get rid of the Clara. It's a 3v2 here. I don't know what you're feeding this defense pest, but I need it for mine. Thank you for sharing the runes of this team. You have some insane runes on these mons. Now for the next one, we're going to hit this Theo, Chichlid, and Perna. We're coming into it with 2A Tractor, Lulu, and Windy. Now this team I'm very familiar with. We're going to go for the Theo first. Once we get rid of the Theo, we honestly have no threat here, and we can just go ahead and skip it. Funny enough, I think the siege after this, everything went perfectly wrong. The Chichlid stripped, reset, and defense broke my Lulu. Theo killed the Lulu, and it was a 2v3, and we still won it. So this is a very safe team. It should be coming out in the next siege video, which I'll probably drop by Thursday. For this next one, we're going to hit this Carcano, Lume, and Fuki. We're coming into it with Miang, Tian, and Lucian. I'm not going to show off my Miang runes just because I do have her on defense, but she is on a Vio set. We're going to boost up the Lucian here. Can we kill? Yes, we do, and we're going to go ahead and snipe the Carcano with the Miang. GG's. For this next one, we're going to hit another Carcano, Lume, and Fuki. This time we're coming into it with Mirne, Dova, and Lucian. I think we're for sure going to kill that Lume and Fuki. The only thing is the Carcano. It's always the Carcano. As long as he doesn't kill the Dova and Mirne, we should be fine. We're going to boost up the Lucian, and we should be able to kill 2 of the 3. We do. Now it's a 3v1. A little bit sketchy here because the Carcano could proc like crazy, but we do win. For this next one, we're going to hit another Clara, Savannah, and Tessa. This time we're coming into it with Hey Gang, Riley, and Belinus. Shout out to Yutrung for this offense because it's a really solid offense against this defense. If you haven't guessed how it works, you'll see right now. It's a really interesting team to use. The Clara is going to use skill 3 here. Strip, boost up the Hey Gang. We're going to use skill 2. We land a glancing on the Tesarion. He goes for the Riley here. He procs. Now we're going to use skill 3 on the Belinus. Get some defense breaks out. Very nice. We get some provokes. We're going to use the skill 4 here since we have it. And we're going to use skill 2 with the Belinus. Do some damage. Pretty nice. Now, as long as the Belinus doesn't die, which he's on a decently tanky build, we should be fine. We do get the decreased attack bar on the Tessa. We're going to use the skill 2 for the immunity just to be safe. Now, as soon as we get rid of the Tessa, we don't have anything to worry about. This Savannah really isn't going to do anything to this Belinus. We're going to use skill 4 again. And then just repeat. I've known that Hey Gang has been a pretty good counter to Clara. I just don't know why I haven't built this team. Thank you, Chung, for convincing me. It's so good that I had to put it in my deck just because I know I'm probably going to be facing a lot of Clara Savannah Tessas in the future. If you guys have any solid offense recommendations, let me know in the comment section below. And if I try it out, I'll give you a shout out. Since SWGT is gone, I might even make a community post about like certain defenses like this, where you can list down your best counters and everyone in the community can go ahead and contribute and use them as well. Now for this next one, we're going to hit another Clara, Savannah, and Tessa. This time we're coming into it with Camilla, Wendy, and Lulu. This was recommended by my teammate Pure. I found it a little bit sketchy, but honestly, I was just going to use it because at this point, I didn't really care. I already had taken a couple losses. So the idea here is to get rid of the Tessa as soon as possible. You want to try to keep your Wendy alive as much as possible, so keep that immunity on him so he doesn't get Oblivion. I use skill 2 here just so we can have that speed buff and that crit rate buff. At this point, I was running a slow Camilla. I did speed her up. I have her on the speed HP set now. Kind of testing it out. If it works well, then I'm going to keep her like that. If it doesn't, then I'm probably going to switch her to a speed crit damage HP build. But we'll have to see in the future sieges. So the issue that I was running with this team is that my Camilla is really slow. She's hardly taking any turns. That's why I do recommend running a fast Camilla. I don't know why I had her on a really slow set. Honestly, I think I just put her on some leftover runes, but she really deserves a good set, especially since I have 2. I can just switch sets to the other one. We do get the freeze on the Tesarion. That's really huge. The only thing is that the Wendy is Oblivion. The Tessa procs out 2 hits, and the Wendy's getting very low. He dies to the dots. Now it's a 2v3. Again, as soon as we get rid of the Tessa, we shouldn't have any problem here, because the Savannah won't be able to do too much damage to the Camilla. She's pretty tanky. She has pretty good minus wind, and I think this Lulu is on minus water. I should have switched my Lulu to minus wind. Not too sure. It might have been minus wind. Can't recall. Now that could have been sketchy if the Camilla didn't have Will and we got Oblivion. Can we land a freeze? We do land the freeze. The Tess is almost down. Can we snipe with the Lulu? We don't have enough damage. We do finish him off with the Camilla, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this one up. But I believe even if the Lulu were to die, the Camilla could probably win this one. Again, it would be better if the Camilla was faster so she can take more turns, heal more often, and get that freeze a bit more often as well. I gotta give a quick shout out to Pure. Thank you for recommending this team. Thank you for helping me out with all the siege defense coordination and everything. You're the best, Pure. We do get the win, and that's 8-2 for the siege. Now let's go ahead and check out the contribution. We have Dude at the top. I was actually in 2nd place and Pure was in 3rd. Some of my newer defenses were performing pretty well this siege. We do end up losing this one. Now this weird funny thing did happen. Dude ended up leaving the guild and me and Pure were tied for second place, but instead of changing it to rank 1, it was rank 2. So dude remained in rank 1. Thank you for your service, dude. Good luck in your new guild. Now let's go ahead and check out the trophy box. Let's see, what do we get? Someone got a demon in the chat. Can we get something that will provide us a demon? We get a few mystical scrolls. We're gonna go ahead and summon those after this. Both of the runes rolled like crap, so I sold them. Now it might not look like it, but we do have a good amount of summons here. We have 4 mystical scrolls in this clip, and we have a few more clips with some summons. As you may or may not know, I've been trying to summon another Nat 5. Once I summon a Nat 5, I'm going to go ahead and start saving my mystical scrolls. Same thing with my LD scrolls. As soon as I hit a lightning with my LD scrolls, I'm going to go ahead and start saving them. Now once those 2 prerequisites happen, I think I'm going to save until Christmas. And maybe Ragdoll can find a partner, because Ragdoll's been completely lonely. We haven't gotten another LD5 this year. I need to get another LD5. Hopefully a siege demon like Tian Lang would be pretty cool. Kiki, something like that would really spark more interest in the game for me. But we'll see if that happens at the end of the year. My guildie Hagu has gotten another LD5. He just recently pulled a hurt tide over the weekend. Didn't even know about it until yesterday when I saw him shared in the chat, and I was like, what the hell? How are people so lucky? I suck with LD scrolls. I can't get any LD5s. For the most part, whenever I summon LDs and I get LD lightning, it's always a Hollow Heroes mon. Even if I got a Kinky, I'd be really stoked. Martina would be really nice, something like that. I also get my Transcendence scroll in about like 3 or 4 days. I'm gonna go ahead and save that one for the summon session as well. Let me know what you guys think is hiding in that Transcendence scroll. And if you guys want me to save for quite some time, let me know as well. Give me a number. You guys want me to have like 1,000 mystical scrolls or something? Give me a number. I think that might be the biggest summon session that I've ever done if I get to 1,000 scrolls. We'll see. But if you guys have made it to this point in the video, thank you guys so much for just listening to me, honestly. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't really been the most active recently, but I've been trying to get caught up on some stuff. That way I can get caught up on my YouTube stuff. I do plan on posting a bit more frequently and a bit more content as well in the future. I just want to make sure that I'm not procrastinating on other parts of my life. That way I'm not stressed out, and that way I can produce better content for you guys. More enthusiastic content. I'm recording this one a little bit late, so I'm not as loud as I typically am. And just thank you guys so much for all the support. Still crazy to see how much this channel has grown over the past year. Super insane. I've met a lot of nice people. I love this community. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.